Hello, everyone. Welcome to Inhuman Conditions. It's a game that you can go and, well, it's right now on Kickstarter. But I found it here on the tabletop thing, and I thought it would be fun to do. I'm here with Alice. Real quick rules. It's just I'm a suspect, and I'll pick up one of these cards depending on which one we decide on the theme for. And if I'm a human, I answer her questions and try to make her believe I'm human. If I'm a robot, well, I gotta try to make her think I'm human. Now, here's the funny thing. If I am human and she decides to kill me, and she can decide that within the 5 minutes we start, anytime during this 5 minutes she can decide it. After 5 minutes, she has to decide it. She can ask me any questions, and I have to answer them. Depending on what I am, is how I answer them. If I cannot answer them, or if I fuck up, if I'm a robot, I have to do the penalty, which right now is remain silent for 10 seconds. It's been discussed before we did this that I am the suspect to start with, and Alice is the investigator who has to weed out the shit I say and decide whether I'm a good person or not. Or if I'm a human or not in general. It doesn't matter
I
if I'm
mean,
a...
you could be a good robot, but then you're still gonna die.
So at the end of this, I can die, but she loses if she decides the wrong fate for me. Like if I'm human and she decides to kill me, she loses and I lose. If I'm human, she decides to spare me. It's a win-win. If I'm a robot and she decides to spare me, I win. If I'm a robot, she decides to kill me, she wins. So which one do you want to start with out of these?
What did we have? We have we were looking at
There's processing, experience and
Greece.
grief, um, demonstrate imagination, apply creative problem solving, and process your day.
I like apply creative problem solving.
Creative problem solving. All right, so we'll do that, and I will shuffle these, and I will draw my card,
Okay.
and this will determine whether I am human or robot. All
Okay,
right.
do I take one of these then?
You can take the whole stack, to be honest.
Okay.
You don't have to read them. It's just those are sample questions you can use to figure out if I'm good or bad. So like here, just take them all.
Oh,
It doesn't matter. All right, so now it's time to draw the personality card, and the personality is not flipped. I am an antique hunter.
hmm.
I hunt antiques. All right, so you ready?
All right. Do you want to see the questions or no?
I can. There's nothing in the rule saying I can't. Or
Okay. Wait.
all
I'm
right,
just gonna put that down then. Okay, we're gonna solve an apparently unsolvable problem, and I'm
wait.
gonna use the prompts because I'm uncreative.
Sorry, I just had to make sure. Can you please work?
You want me to do? I think I have to do it.
You try it, yeah, please. I did it a
Okay.
second ago. Please. I'm gonna flip this. Hold on. There.
Okay,
Oh,
there
it's
it goes.
flip it.
Okay, okay.
You flip it.
Wonderful.
Wait, was that it? Yeah.
Okay, there it
Okay.
goes. It's
Okay.
it's
So it's
on.
starting.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. You
What?
wake up in a room with four seamless walls, an infinitely thick ceiling with two C's, and then how do you escape?
Infinite stick ceiling.
Thick.
How do I escape this fucking room?
How do you escape?
Um, easy. Just death. Fuck that. Fuck all that. Death. Death is an escape. It's eternal.
But then you're not out. Then you're dead. Like,
Well, my soul is out. I mean, if I have to choose how to really escape, I mean, it doesn't say I don't have any kind of items or anything like that. So
I
fucking
mean,
it.
you could like be creative and
Yeah, you're right. I'm a guy with that shit. I take a fucking bobby pin and a fucking fucking rubber band, and then I make a fucking grenade launcher and blow the shit up.
And then, like, if I tell the department that you're a robot and there's nothing you can do about it, and you have to go to the graveyard, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna react to that? How are you gonna prevent it?
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. There's gonna be a lot of crying. There's a lot
Does that make you feel? Does that make you feel sad?
Yes, it does. Don't murder me. I'm a good man. You got more questions? You still
How
have...
would you feel if I called you a human?
I would feel like a human.
You'd feel like a human.
I would feel like a human.
And how does it feel like a human?
It feels pretty. Have you ever got an antique lamp? You know, one of those lamps from like 1995, and it's really like round at the bottom, and like really tall in the middle and the top section. That's how it feels to be human. That antique lamp.
And what if I were to tell you that the antique lamp had to be taken to the antique roadhouse, and they told you that it wasn't an antique lamp? What would you do?
I'd cry because I'm an antique lamp.
You're not so you're admitting that you're a robot because you're a lamp.
Look, I'm a human. I thought we were doing the analogies.
Because it's sounding right now like you're a robot.
Do you want to buy an old-fashioned colorless TV?
That doesn't sound like an antique. My grandma has one of those. She's not that old.
Look, it's antique enough. Look, I... You got more questions for me, officer? I'd like to go home to my wife and kids, who are about to leave me anyway for the needless spending of antique jewelry and items.
How would you get up a cliff at a 90-degree angle?
Walk? Wait, hold on, 90 degree. 90 degrees a wall. Wait. Huh. How do I walk that?
So you're saying you would walk straight up the wall like a robot?
No.
That was your first instinct.
Look, man. No. Who said there's not like steps?
Nope, just straight 90-degree wall face.
Shit. Climb with my hands and my depression that I have because I'm a human.
I'm sorry. It sounds like you're a robot at this point. I just have to say it.
Look, you still have like 40 seconds to decide if I'm a human or robot.
I've already kind of decided. I'm going to send you off to the bureau. They're going to take apart your junk in both more ways than one.
Don't hit the robot button. They'll kill me.
I think I'm going to kill you. I think it was already decided at the beginning.
Fuck.
This one's the robot button, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, you want to see what I am?
Yeah.
We both lost.
All right. That's pretty okay. All right.
Alright, let's reload this game real quick.
Mhm.
And then let's do that again.
And I'll be the robot.
I'll be the robot.
So I'll be the suspect this time.
Alright, loading complete. Alright, so let's try experience. I want to do experiences and grief.
Well, you gotta pick from this because this is what I'm gonna pick out.
No, I know. I want to do this as like a theme. So that means.
Okay, that's fine.
Hold on, shuffle it.
Okay. I'm gonna take one.
Alright, and don't show me.
Okay. Don't. Just try to put it into my hand.
There we go. Let's decide the punishments. So remember, if I ask you a question and you don't answer it using one of the things, if you're a robot, your checklist, You do have to do the punishment.
Okay.
So, your punishment, if you fuck up, is fail to complete a sentence.
If I fail to complete a sentence.
That's your punishment.
All right.
That's
What kind of questions are you gonna ask me?
well, hold on. You gotta pick your character card.
Oh
Let's.
yes. What kind of role playing shall I get into?
I was an antique hunter that went and
Yeah, you were.
died.
Yes.
I was the woods.
Okay. Oh, I guess I'll just pick it up. Okay.
And just flip it.
I am.
A former investigator. You see here, copper.
Well, no, I was you. I literally what I was the last time of the last round.
This is just this is a continuation of your story, Alice. The fucked up part about this game, I have to say before we start this next round, is the whole fact I can just instantly decide to kill you without
Sure, you
any
can.
thought.
You can, but that's on you if you kill me.
I know. So last round was a lose-lose. Alright,
Yeah.
start. Alright, so Miss Alice, who was hurt worse than you?
I feel like the person who was hurt worse than me was the person that I killed the last round, because they ended up being a human.
You murdered a human?
And that's why I'm here, apparently.
Well, shit. Well, you think that's bad. Let's see what this shit says. When did you know you were going to be okay? Tell me an experience and let me know when you were going to be okay.
I think I was going to be okay. I don't know if I'm ever going to be okay, unfortunately. But I think things will be okay after this. Because I'm sure you'll see that I'm a human, of course.
This is seeming a little fishy. We will continue these questions. Now,
I had fish for dinner last night. That's why I seem fishy.
You are good. Let me ask you this, though. If you're so fucking good, how would it make your wife feel when you found out you were dead this whole time?
I'm not dead. I'm very much alive. If you decide to kill me, then I would be dead.
I know.
But I'm very much alive, very much have a beating heart. No foot in the grave, of course.
Okay, so my next question for you, Miss Alice, and here's where it really comes down to. If you had a puppy and someone comes up and puts your puppy in a furnace and kills that puppy, how would that make you feel? Describe to me what you would do to that person.
I'd put them in jail. I'd probably put myself in jail as well. After the fact, of course. Because they would get horribly beaten and then sent to jail, and then I would get sent to jail. If you were as cruel as to put a puppy into a furnace.
Seems legit. Let's see. What did you had to do? What did you do when you found out your best friend had to stop masturbating in your window?
That I told him that he had to stop, or that he needed to stop because I caught him? I'm not quite sure of the answer. But I would feel relieved because that peeping Tom needs to leave as well.
Mm.
And he would also go to jail.
Did you
And then
dial?
I would go to jail.
Did you dial
Because
911? Would you?
well,
Ding.
it depends on the case. If he's already like there, I probably would call the non-emergency line. But if it's a desperate situation, then I would call 911.
Alright, alright. I got one final question for you. This one will determine whether you're fucking robotic or not. Alright? How emotionally distraught would you be if you were a fucking robot right now?
I'd be very surprised because I'm not a robot, I'm a human.
Alright. I think I'm done with my questioning.
Okay. Are you gonna pause it?
Oh yeah, no, I paused it. I mean,
Oh, are you gonna kill me? No, no,
I'm trying to decide whether I want you
no.
dead or...
Just click the human button, and we'll both win. And you put it on pause. Okay, you can call me a robot here.
Fuck! You were right all along! Oh
It's
shit!
incredibly boring when we're both humans.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Oh hey, look, everything fell.
it fell into the void.
Let's
It's
see.
very dark in here.
It really is. We have murdered each other. The former investigator was a human all along. You're the investigator.
Okay, I'll be the investigator this time. Let's do process your day. Is that okay?
Yeah, yeah. Alright,
Okay.
let me shuffle this. Love of God, please don't be a random fucking human again. Well, I flipped.
I didn't see anything, so I'm on this side of the table right now, so I can't see it from here.
God damn. No, I flipped the whole deck, and at the bottom of the deck was a robot.
Well, you're not that one then, I guess, maybe.
No, I'm not. Alright, so punishment card shall be... Say what? That's actually fun.
I'm assuming if you say the word what, that is your punishment.
Yeah.
And you are,
Separatist.
what is that?
A separatist.
What is that? A separatist. Okay.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Don't know what a separatist is?
I mean, I have a clue. I mean, I don't know how to...
Just stick with the Civil War. That's
Which
what I'm
end?
thinking.
Which end of the Civil War? The bad or the good? Do I
Yeah.
want the slaves, or do
Well,
I
I mean,
want to
that's
free the slaves?
subjective, but...
Okay. So I want the slaves.
So you've already seen your card, right?
Yeah, I have. I know what I am.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay, I just didn't know if you need to be able to see your card in your hand if
Oh,
you need
okay.
to look at it or whatnot.
Oh, I already grabbed it. I saw it.
Okay. All right.
I think just flip it. Like this.
All right, we're starting.
Alright.
All right. I'm gonna go over some questions with you. We're gonna go over some pretty object-oriented details,
Yes.
and we're gonna see how detailed focused you are.
Yes.
So, what are your plans for the next 5 days? Walk me through it.
So, day one, I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna look myself in the mirror. I'm gonna cry a little bit. The way the world is, it's not the way I want it to be. Day two. Well, I mean, the rest of the day one is still crying, but I also, eat some SpaghettiOs. Day two. I wake up from day one. I want to start a revolution. One that will turn the tides of the robotic civil war that's going on within this world. I personally want to free the robots. I want them to be free. I don't like this. Ow! I just bit my tongue. I don't like this inhuman conditions in which you guys are doing. But that's alright. I heard a lot of humans died here. And so did robots. Day 3, once I get out of here, I plan to call up some friends and maybe order some food. Maybe some like Burger King or Domino's. Get that DoorDash shit going on, you know? Fucking get me a fucking Whopper. Day 4, we gather our guns and we take up the government. Day 5, we'll see what happens that day.
Okay. Okay. What are you doing this weekend too? You want to walk me through that?
If I'm still alive, I will then take on the world. Me and everyone else who believes in the robot armies will decide to fight back from this inhumane justice. You ever seen Fallout 4? Well, it's gonna be like that, but a bad ending.
And how was yesterday different than today?
Yesterday I got arrested because I thought I was a human. They thought I was a robot. But I'm a human. Through and through.
At this at this point, it's kind of like, oh yeah, you're a human, you're gonna get. No, just aside.
Fuck if I know what I am! Synthetic organisms? Fuck if I know.
Alright. You gonna go on any picnics in the next few days?
I mean, if you heard my story, I mean, a picnic would count as eating outside, right? We might eat the Burger King or Domino's outside. I mean, that counts as a picnic.
What kind of food would you put on your pizza?
Pineapple.
And?
Onions.
Is that it?
And sour cream. Maybe a little beef. Sausage. Oh shit.
But don't you know?
Shit. Sorry, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Yeah, continue. Something played in my fucking thing.
Sorry, I'm just being silly.
Fucking hell.
How much time do I have left? 50 seconds.
Yeah.
Alright, closing remarks. Why are you a human?
I have a penis, I bleed red, and I shit
Dildos
and piss.
have penises.
Do they have semen which tastes salty? I don't think so.
They can come with it. Don't.
I mean, yeah, I know. But like, what else? I'm a human because I was born out of a vagina, and I have DNA, and I have a skeletal structure because I broke my arm once and had to go see a doctor. There's medical records of that
If
if
you
you
could
look at
only
it.
say one word to prove that you're a human, what word would you say?
Dick butt.
Alright, well, I'm a bit more cautious this time. You're playing it a bit more to the separatists, whatnot. Maybe you're a human? Let's go with that.
You fool! We both won.
Yay. Jesus fuck, this is so boring when you're just beating humans every round.
Fucking A. It's hard to be like, hey, I'm gonna be something else.
Heard it. Shuffle the deck better next time. I don't want to be a robot because then I die, but I also want to like do something different.
You want to try playing as a robot because a robot's much harder to play as, yeah. No,
I don't know. Like being myself is pretty hard too. You know, life and whatnot.
Yeah. I just find it funny. The first 2 rounds so far is just like, fuck, man.
There's been 3 rounds where everyone has been a human.
Alright, it's your turn. Let's do process the day again, because I actually really
Okay.
like that. You gave me some fun ideas. Wait, it's not shuffled.
Okay, shuffle it.
Okay, hold on. Let me do the old-fashioned shuffle. And then a little bit touch shuffle, and now. Punishment is snap your fingers.
All right, you can't see this if I flip it over, right?
If it's in your hand, no, I can't.
Okay. So you can't see it. You just see the back of the card, right?
Yep.
All right, good.
Alright, so you are a reality TV contestant. Your penalty is snap your fingers, and we are doing process your day. Are you ready?
All right. What questions do you have for me?
Hold on. Look. What did you do yesterday before you were arrested and brought into this center?
Um, I didn't do too much. Like, yesterday was work, so I went to work, and or no, what kind of character was I again? I'm a
Reality
reality TV contestant.
contestant.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Let me get back into this. So yesterday was like work, and I was at the mall, and we were like, well, I was like, we're just walking around with like a bunch of other people, like I don't know and whatnot. So it was pretty okay. And then I came home and did stuff at home, and I really like enjoyed that time that I had at home because I'm just kind of down to earth, and I just gotta be one with the earth.
Tell me something.
I don't
If
know what I'm
you
doing.
if you if you if you God damn it. If you had to play a game that you played recently, what would you recommend?
So I was playing The Sims. I really like that one. The Sims 3 was a good game. Um, I really like Food Fantasy. I'm playing that right now. Played that off of seeing a mobile app.
My girlfriend's been playing that recently too. It's pretty good. At least she
Okay.
says it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Might want to get into it then. We'll see. Well, they might want to. I'm not that familiar with them that much at all, so.
Not yet. So, the last person you talked to, and the last person you talked to a year ago, how do you think their opinion of you is?
Last person I talked to a year ago.
Yes.
Um, well, I wouldn't know like that specifically because like the last person I was talking to is that I went out at Fleet Farm and I was like talking to a customer service person, and they didn't know me before that, and I'd be very surprised if they knew me before that. So
Before we brought you in here, who did you talk to?
I mean like not including you. Like I was doing other stuff, and I was like taking care of my day. But like I didn't really know them that well, so I wouldn't know like what they were doing like a year ago.
Describe to me, when I'm finished drawing this picture, how it makes your day feel.
My day feel?
Yes. How does this help your day? Does this
I
help your
I
day at
enjoy
all?
that. I enjoy that photo of an elephant spraying water out of its nose. It is very entertaining.
Alright. Alright.
Now we
Alright.
just got a bunch of kitties on the screen going meow, meow, meow.
Alright. So. This is getting tough. I can't tell.
That's okay.
How
That's
will
okay.
your tomorrow be different from today if I say you're a human?
I don't know how much different like tomorrow's gonna be versus today. Today, like I had work off, so it was just at home a lot by myself. Tomorrow I'll probably like be at the mall watching those like faces go by, of course, and like you know the deal.
Yeah, I do. I do.
I mean, sorry, I fell back on reality me rather than reality TV me.
Shh, no,
Um,
that's your reality TV persona. It's you in real life.
it's we're the Truman Show here.
All right, all right. I got one more question for
Okay,
you. If today you were a human, will you not be a human?
I'm gonna be a human today because
So
I can't
tomorrow.
not. So tomorrow I'm still gonna be a human. Like today I was a human, yesterday I was a human, today I'm a human. I'm a human in the future.
All right, you're a human. I've decided.
Okay, why don't you take a look?
I'm afraid when I pull this out. Fucking bastard!
I can't talk about people other than strangers and enemies. So when you're asking me who was the last person you talked to, I'm like, fuck.
Oh, fuck!
I'm like, I'm just gonna lie my fucking ass.
The thing is, you filled your checklist. You filled it.
No,
No,
the
no,
thing is,
not
I'm a
failed. You did
patient
good.
robot. I
Yeah.
basically, with the patient robots, I'm just trying to survive the 5 minutes. I'm just trying to convince you.
Yeah, because the
If I
violent ones
was
is
a
killing
violent
me.
robot, I'm gonna have some more things that I'm gonna be doing to you more. So, um,
Oh, God.
do you want to play another round of this at all, or did you want
I
to?
I really fucking dude, that was good. I was curious why you never talked about anyone else. I was I that was being starting to. It's like, so here's my original logic. My logic was you have to be a robot because there's no way in fuck that 4 rounds of this game you're always gonna be a human. So my
I
initial thought was no matter what happens at the end of this, kill him. But I'm like, no, that's unfair to play it that way. So the end result was let's see, let's stack all this up. Maybe she didn't talk to many people she knew. Maybe, just maybe. And then it's like, fuck. Fuck
because there's
me.
nothing saying that I can't lie.
I know, that's the greatest part.
Okay, okay.
Alright,
All right,
let's.
we'll do another round. I'll be the investigator. You reset everything.
Alright, load this back up. Alright, so. What do you want to do now? Which one of these?
What would demonstrate imagination? I'm gonna do that.
Alright.
Hmm.
Alright, so. Shuffle this. Penalty card. Oh, fuck. Penalty card is. Swear. Well, that's fucking easy for me.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
you can't swear. That's your penalty. So if you're swearing, you're taking your penalty.
yeah.
Unless you're human, then it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. So no matter what, if I swear, you have to think: am I a human or am I a robot?
So you
And I'm a
probably.
cult leader. Yes. Fuck yeah. Alright, this is a
Let's
great
see.
game to end on. I'm gonna love it. Are you ready?
All right, I'm ready. All right. Okay. Um, questioning. Did you get your card already?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, great. Um, I'm gonna have you describe some things.
Yes.
Uh, if you could have any magical power, what would it be?
It would be able to be fucking like manipulate fire.
No, if you could have any, well,
That's
magical power.
magical. Yeah.
It's a magical power, I suppose, yeah.
Like that, like to control electricity would be amazing. Just like fucking pull it out from the wall.
Mhm. Okay.
I'd like that. To be honest, though, fire is my main thing. I like the idea of what fire can do, but then at the
Mhm.
same time, it's so easily doused by water, and that's just a pain in the fucking ass.
Mhm.
So I think I like, nah, fuck electricity and fire. You never said it has to be like a
I
specific
mean, if
one
you go
thing.
with Fire Nation has both of those because just lightning is derivative from fire.
Yeah, true.
Okay, and then we'll save that for another time. Um, what would it be like to walk on a distant planet, you think?
I think it'd be very dirty.
You think that?
Yeah, I do. Like, just fucking. It's not
Or why do
clean.
you think that?
Why do I think it's dirty?
Yeah.
There's dirt on this planet. So there's fucking dirt on the other planet?
And describe like something that would be impossible like to shape in this world. Tell me what like the inside of a black hole would look like.
I imagine it looks like. You ever, like, open a Pepsi bottle and you just blow into it like this? It looks like that, but feels it. Or it looks like a bag. I don't fucking know. I can't really describe that one. It's really hard to describe what's in a black hole when it just instantly fucking kills you.
Mhm.
Sorry, thirsty.
With words, can you describe like how the wind sounds?
Swoosh. Swoosh. The swooshing from a fan. Swoosh!
um, how would you describe a girl on a swing?
How would I describe it? Do I have to mention what she looks like?
No, just a young child is on a swing.
I imagine it's like a rocking chair, but there's nothing holding it up but the chains. And it's just going like back and forth, but in a better motion than what a fucking swing would. Like, you kick your feet up, you go up, down. It's really hard to describe. Like, it could be beautiful, it could be serene, it could be a fucking mess because the child decides it wants to try to do a fucking flip. And then break
And,
its legs.
and if the child were to jump off the onto um, uh, the rock pebbles around, what would that be like?
It'd be like crunching a potato chip bag because if she doesn't make that fucking landing, she's gonna hurt herself. Like, I've known someone who fucking flipped and broke their toes because they were doing it barefoot, like an idiot. But all I'm saying, asking you is, tomorrow I have a meeting and we're all gonna drink some punch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it's laced with anything. I'm just saying it's some good punch.
All right. Any last words to try to convince me that you're human?
Man, I just want to drink some punch.
I'm kind of leaning toward that you're a robot. Just because you have difficulty describing things and you have to describe things with noises and whatnot.
I described the moon with dirt. That wasn't a noise.
No, but you keep going when you're like the wind. You're like swoosh, and then you're
Well,
like,
okay. So let me explain that real quick. How the fuck are you supposed to describe wind? Like the noises of
when
wind.
I say in words.
Oh, you meant like normal words, not action
Yes,
words.
I
Okay,
suppose.
okay,
You're
sorry.
swearing
That's
a
my
lot.
bad. That's my bad. I thought you meant action words.
I suppose you've been swearing a lot, which you would avoid if you're not trying to. You're just not caring. I kind of leaning toward that, but with you cussing a lot, obviously you're disregarding that. But I kind of still feel like you're a robot, so I'm gonna still kill you.
Fucking A, why? You motherfucker! Hold on, look at this. My condition was you may only mention objects that you can see from where you're sitting. I can see a rocking chair. I can see a bag of chips. I can see a lighter. I
You're
can see
only
power
supposed to,
outlets.
so you're not supposed to swear. You're only supposed to swear if
No, no,
like
no. If I couldn't do it, but I was swearing because I casually swear in conversations naturally. So I
I
was
know what
hoping
you're
you
not
did.
supposed to do.
I know that. I know I'm not supposed to. I was trying to trick your ass.
But you're intentionally like not playing to the rules, and that's what I felt.
Fuck, you caught me.
And I caught you because of a completely unrelated thing. I thought you were like could describe objects.
No, being
And you had to
honest.
describe them with noises, so I thought you were a robot when you were just like
No, but it was so hard because it's like how you asked me that question. How does wind sound? It's like, what do I think? Whoosh. But then I also, because you asked me that, I had to answer it with like an object that's also in my room. So I looked at my fan and I'm like, it's like whoosh, like you turn on a fan, whoosh. Fuck you.
okay, that was still pretty good. Okay.
God damn it! I was hoping no matter what you'd be like human. I'd be like, haha, bitch, look at this. But it's like, nah, man, you're a robot. Fuck. All right.
Okay. Cuz like some of the violent cards you have to take penalties.
Oh yeah.
So
I
so
actually
I wasn't sure if you were trying to be violent, especially with the punch comment at the end. I'm like, he's trying to get me to drink some punch. He's trying to
No,
kill me.
see, here's the thing. I was trying to hoping when you look at the punch comment was like because I'm a cult leader, you think I'm just trying to kill some people naturally because drinking some punch, not you personally. And I was gonna be like, hey, you want to come with me to drink some punch? That's when I'd be like, no, that's pushing it too far. That would imply I'm trying to murder you. Hold on, let me just do one thing. There it goes. There goes all of our lives, even our names.